What's up, you fries? This is Jeff with Shy Bears Plus. Make sure to subscribe to Shy Bears Plus here on YouTube and like this video. This is a little bit of Week 13 Bears post-game reactionary video. As you see the title, apropos Chase Small Hands Daniel. We have some statistics to back that up. Very exciting stuff, the game, especially the last minute 30 or so, 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. But let's jump into some thoughts that Shy Bears Plus has on the game, and that's Chase Daniels and his inability to hold on to the football. Chase Daniel had 4 fumbles today and 2 interceptions. He did recover 3 of his own fumbles. In that run pass option with Shaheen in the first half for the touchdown there, I believe he was going to give that ball to Howard, and he fumbled that snap, and then Shaheen bailed him out there. Chase Daniel has a hand size of 1 1/4. The average hand size about, 9 1/4, 9 inches and a quarter. Tom Brady is over 10 inches. You have Jared Goff at about 9. Mitchell Trubisky's at 9.5. And Pat Mahomes at 9 1/4, but I don't know if they greased that pigskin or what today, but Chase Daniels just looked inept all day long. Looks like he couldn't look over the offensive line. He didn't throw any footballs away. He took sacks on untimely plays. We had to call that timeout in the fourth quarter with about 50 seconds left because he couldn't get rid of that football. It was just so heart-wrenching to see the Bears crawl back in it and then just Rex Grossman it up in the Super Bowl all day long. Chase Daniel did take 5 sacks today, and I don't think that was very indicative of the offensive line. I thought the offensive line did pretty well in sack pickups. Not the entire game, but especially at the end he had there. Quick shout out to Scoreboard Davey Scoreboard for picking the Giants in this game, 20-13. He wasn't quite right with the score, but he did pick the Giants. That's why I call him Scoreboard Dave. All right, so, just talking about fumbles, the Bears didn't do a good job, obviously. Taylor Gabriel at the end of the game or fourth quarter there, and then Tariq Cohen had a fumble, but he recovered that as well. So, let's move back to the end of the second quarter, first half, where you see that momentum turn, where you see Matt Nagy call that timeout with 20 seconds or whatever, and to me, and you could argue both sides of this. To me, that was just dumb. You have the momentum, and I understand you want to get more momentum, but you're up 14-7. Your defense is playing great. They're ready to take it into the half. The ball is wet. The field is slick. Why push it there? There's so many things that could happen that isn't in your favor. And then we just do a poor job tackling on that 3rd and 23. And then I'm not quite sure what Vic Fangio was doing. I'm not sure why they didn't go to like some kind of base, but it seems like they're really going with a Hail Mary prevent. And the Giants threw that little out to the tight end. They picked up 10, 15 yards or whatever, 57-yard field goal nailed. We ended up losing by 3. So poor execution on the field, but I also thought poor execution by the coaching staff there as well. And just the team tackling all day long. Eddie Jackson, if anybody calls him the defensive player of the year, that's laughable. You have to tackle when you're on defense, and he swung and missed so many times. At the end there was like 7 to 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and 3rd and long, and they gave up a couple big plays there. You just can't have that. The officiating, while I'm kind of fired up, the officiating was terrible. I don't know if it wasn't unfair. I don't think it was biased or anything like that, but I just think these guys are just terrible. You had the no pass interference on Broniker down the sideline near the end zone. That wasn't called. The very next play, they called some kind of pass interference, and I think that was either a run play or maybe a screen or something like that. That was a very interesting call. Numerous kind of over the tops, I thought, on the defensive backs there. Couple ticky-tack, at least one time. The Bears are one of the least penalized teams in the NFL, but at least one time they per game, they're going to get called for some kind of illegal shift or illegal formation, and that was unfortunate. And I thought, just kind of jumping off here, the Bears a couple times had the Giants offsides with some hard counts, and I know Trey Burton jumped offside once, which is inexcusable. It was just it was a sloppy game, and I know Bob wants to say it's a trap game. Well, anytime you lose to a team that has a worse record than you, that's probably a trap game. So sure, it was a trap game. Let's see if I could be pissed off about anything else. Not going to the Howard. He had 16 rushes for 76 yards. Matt Nagy run a couple times to Howard, and yeah, you're going to give him a spell, but all right, here's Mizell, here's Cohen, and so you're losing the momentum. You get a little rhythm running downhill, and then we just go away from it, and then we go 5 wide on like a 3rd down and 2 after we just ran the ball successfully, and you're putting the ball in Chase Daniel's hand as opposed to Jordan Howard, which I rather have Howard, but I'm not the head coach. I did think, let's talk about some positives, I guess. Dilly Dilly, that was pretty sweet. Really happy to see. I think that with these games that Matt Nagy does not want to go with as many trickeration plays because he doesn't want to show his hand too much when he needs to, but they needed to there. They went to the well. Dilly Dilly, we scored a touchdown there. The Hicks touchdown we kind of needed there. Chase Daniel almost fumbled that one. Mac is just unbelievable. As Davey said, we could watch all the Mac slow-mos as possible. Keep them coming. Fox, it's just unbelievable how he gets that leverage in one hand and he uses that other hand to kind of balance himself. It's just such feats of strength on that defensive line. Bears did a good job on Odell Beckham. He was targeted 9 times, had 3 receptions for 35 yards. They did not do a great job. I really thought the Bears defensive line was going to own the offense or own the line of scrimmage. They didn't really do that, as you see that not Matt Barkley, Saquon Barkley had 24 rushes for 125 yards. So that's pretty much the end of it. Not a great game, kind of a letdown, a trap game, unacceptable, as some might say. But yeah, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Shy Bears Plus on YouTube. That's all she wrote. Boop. Yes, I want to stop streaming. Thank you.